Hey guys, what's up? The Shadow Guy here as usual, you know, doing the usual stuff. But today, you wanna know what I'm telling you guys? I'm telling you why bullying doesn't exist. And I'm also telling you why what all those schools are telling the kids, you know, what they're teaching the young ones, all that crap is totally irrelevant and a horrible idea as a whole. So, before you keyboard warriors start, you know, going off in your rant, cyberbullying totally exists. No, it doesn't. Shut up. Bullying is just another term for larger terms, including harassment and assault. And as you can tell, you can hear me bumbling over my words or whatever. I'm not calming this because I feel you guys should be able to hear what I'm actually gonna say, not what I cut out and what I didn't cut out. I figure it's better. Well, I guess you wouldn't hear what I didn't cut out, but I figure it's better that you hear straight from my mouth. I'm gonna try and keep it as low a profile and not like, skip over my words or drag out my sentences type thing. I'm trying to make this nice and sweet. Now, first off, I don't believe in bullying. I don't think it exists, but I do believe in harassment and I do believe in assault, which are basically just larger versions, more overreaching versions of bullying. And that's why I don't think bullying exists, because you're just basically sugarcoating a term that already exists, which I think is stupid, and that doesn't make any sense. So let me read you just the Google definition of bullying. So this is I don't know what this is from. It's the Google definition. So it's, what is it, like dictionary.com or something? I don't know. But the definition of bullying, right? Use superior strength or influence to intimidate someone, in parentheses, typically to force him or her to do what one wants. The sentence: a local man was bullied into helping them. Now, okay, so you guys keep that. So bullying was, it's from the Middle Dutch. Lover. Let me just read you the origins of this. Mid 16th century, probably from Middle Dutch, bully, which means lover. The original usage was a term of indictment applied to either sex, later becoming a familiar form to address a male friend. The current sense dates back to the late 17th century. Okay. Alright, so now let's look at harassment. Alright. Harassment, the definition: aggressive pressure or intimidation. They faced daily harassment by the police. And let's see, when was this used? I guess it doesn't say. I don't know when it came from. It doesn't have a little thing out for like doing any more research into it. But and then on top of that, assaults to make a physical attack on. He pled guilty to assault. Why are these all police officers? He felt guilty to assaulting a police officer. Also, a concentrated attempt to do something demanding. A winter assault on Mount Everest means not related to this argument. But what I'm saying is that why would you take assault and harassment and like kick them out of the park and then just create bullying? Because in court cases they're not like the assailant was bullied or something stupid, or the defendant was bullying the prosecutor. Trying to think of the correct words. Prosecuting? Maybe it's the prosecutor. Whew. But you just get he harassed him, he assaulted him. It's one of the two terms. They don't use bullying. Why would you make up a word? I guess it's now a more kid-friendly word. But on top of that, I don't believe in cyberbullying. That's a whole nother thing. But I don't believe in cyberbullying at all. Because that just doesn't make any sense. Like, I understand if, you know, someone's like number is leaked online and then, you know, people keep texting them and saying, what is the word I'm looking for? Using foul language to, again, that all leads back to harass them. So it doesn't make any sense. And why you wouldn't just call it harassment instead of bullying? Cyberbullying doesn't exist. Harassment exists. Harassment is covered throughout everything. It's not. There's no cyber harassment. Why would you make a subcategories for it? That's stupid and ridiculous. And if you guys ever wander into someone and they're like, you're bullying me, please tell them, if you're bullying them, please tell them to say that you're harassing them. That's fucking stupid. And I wouldn't recommend harassing people. That is a legitimate thing. Yeah, let's look it up right now. The court. Let's see. What do I want to look up? What is the penalties. What are penalties of harassment in a court of law? And because it is a crime. Harassment is a crime that can be prosecuted. Not intended results. So stalking is where's it? Well, it doesn't tell. Okay, let's try. So I'm just trying to look up days. I'm trying to find. I don't care what it is. I want to know what like the how long you can go to jail for it. I can't remember. I am not in my best mood. I'm not in the best mood. Like not mood, but general like I don't even know what to say for it, or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to my point. So now that we've covered how bullying doesn't exist, and they're just masking it, which I hate when people do that. Now let's get on to how schools handle it of tell an adult, how that is a completely irrelevant subject, and the whole theory of telling an adult is completely broken beyond repair. So let's just take this situation, right? You and 5 other kids are hanging out. 3 of the kids are bullying one of the kids. You and 4 other kids are hanging out. 3 of the kids are bullying one of the kids. You're a bystander. What should you do? Well, depending on who the kids are, you might not want to fight them. You might want to. Fighting usually works. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, fighting is never the answer. World War I, World War II, North Korea. What the Korean War? Nam. Think about what happened there. I mean, I guess for Nam and Korea, the Americans don't like to consider, don't like to really look at it because there was an unwanted war. But I mean, in the end of World War I and World War II, what happened to Germany? Like, I don't even, and then forget all the other countries. What happened to Germany? Right? They were the ones who not initiated it, but they were the ones who were the biggest components of it. What do they even do anymore? Like, let's look up the German Olympic count. German medal Olympic count. Olympic medal. Let's see. Now Germany had. Oh. Wow. I wonder. Can I? So they had 17 gold medals, 10 silver, and 15 bronze. All right. So let's compare that to the USA gold medal counts. And we're just gonna look at that. So let me just read off the same. So 17 gold Germany, 46 gold US, 10 gold Germany, or 10 silver Germany, 37 silver US, 15 bronze Germany, 38 US. Now let's see what other teams or what other World War II Russia versus what is it, Japan? Actually, I think Japan did pretty good this year. Okay, don't go to Russia. That's fine. I want to fucking be like that filthy ass shit. Okay. Japan gold medal. So even Russia beat. I think Russia beat Japan as well. I mean, just let's go. I don't want to Britain. I don't know what other. There are probably, I don't feel like figuring that out, but there are probably a lot more. I'm just saying that 2 main players or 2 big names in those wars both came out on top and seemed to be doing a lot better than the countries before them. I don't know about Japan though with all their tourism, but either way, to the victor goes the spoils. That's an old term, look it up. I'm not explaining its origins, but it's an old term, and basically it means whoever wins basically decides what happens next. And on top of that, if you still don't believe me for that term, what is the other term? I can never remember what the term is, but basically it's the equivalent of saying the victors write history books, which basically means, like, think about it. In school, there are some things that you just don't learn about, or you don't really like capitalize on. You like think about learning about any of the wars, okay, right? And then think about everything that your side did. So I'm trying to think of a good example, like the U.S. Think of the Japanese internment camps. I mean, I think that was like a one-day thing. I think no, that was a 2 or 3 day thing. We went over it pretty thoroughly, and my teacher was always like a big history person, in the sense of you should learn everything about it. You shouldn't just learn one side, and that's one thing I appreciate from teachers, that they teach you more than one angle, and that it's not just them sprouting off their personal opinions most of the time, and I appreciate that. But back to the subject, I tend to get off topic really easily, if you can't tell. That's why these videos are only like 3-4 minutes long. But as I said before, there are a lot of things that you don't really learn about. You don't really learn how severe the situation was until after it's already happened, and by then it's a little bit too late, and then it's just stupid. So I really don't understand why it's okay for bullying to exist, and then to have, I still didn't finish the point with the adults, but anyway, back to the point with the adults. So bullying, you go and tell an adult, right? Now look at this situation. So the past situation, your kids, you tell an adult, the adult stops them. Depending on how this kid is, they'll either, everyone in your friend group, or everyone in this school, or whatever area this is, home, whatever, will either look at you like you're a fucking hero or you're a fucking retard. And it can go both ways very easily. But think about it. Think about a fight. You win a fight, even if you don't win, even if you lose, even if you go down swinging and you lose, there's still that sense of pride that you were like, yeah, don't fuck with me, I'm not playing with you. And you were able to stand your own against this person, or you at least stood up to this person. That whole mentality is a whole nother thing. Whereas telling an adult will stop it, yeah, but who knows if this kid will keep doing it. 9 times out of 10, I've seen like kids, you go to an adult, next day these kids are harassing them even worse. Yeah, they get in trouble for it, but they don't fucking care. They're getting you back in their eyes. I just find that fucking stupid. That, or you hit them where it hurts, and you do something that just completely fucks them over, or is able to make you look like a better person than them. Well, I guess not a better person, because that's debatable. That's a whole nother debate for another day. Basically, look at this situation 10 years from now. What are you gonna go and tell a fucking cop? The cop's gonna look at you like you're fucking retarded and be like, go deal with your own problems. Like, why don't we have that mentality as a kid? Yeah, some kids aren't unable to handle it. Well, guess what? You're reading out the weak. If you're not able to handle it, there are a lot worse pressing situations in your life that are gonna be a lot worse than some kid calling you a faggot every day. You know what you do? Here's my suggestion. If a kid's calling you a faggot every day, 3 things. First thing, you ignore it. If you can't ignore it, second thing, you avoid him. If you can't avoid him, third thing, you deal like it and tell him to shut the fuck up. If he doesn't want to listen, if he wants to fight, you fight back. My policy with fighting is you don't go down until you're knocked unconscious or you can't move anymore. You at least show him that you're not fucking around. So I mean, if you guys just want to sit there and play with your fucking dicks and be like, oh, bullying, such a good idea, fucking congratulations, pounding my dick on the table, no one fucking cares. And I certainly don't. I'm not saying you should definitely do that, or you should definitely hate bullying, and whenever anyone's doing that, you should always off to like fucking stab them or some shit. I'm saying pick your fights and pick ones that you'll either know you'll win, or that you'll be able to prove a point, and if you can't, then it's that person's fucking problem. If it's your problem and you can't win, you gotta find a different way to deal with them. That's all I can say. I mean, at this point, with everything, with just how kids are nowadays, you have to be an adult at a young age. You just gotta grow up and put on a big fucking fur skin or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and just learn to deal with that shit, because it's gonna happen. And you just kind of need to deal with it. I mean, there's a point when if it gets to the point of harassment and assault, sue them. There's money in that. That's hit them where it hurts, their wallets. And it's like hypocritical, like, I guess not hypocritical, but it's like, what, I don't want to say white, but it's just like how stupid that sounds. Trust me, it won't be stupid if you win your case and you win enough money. If they're sincerely messing with you that bad, you'll win enough money to be able to sit there after court waving your hundreds in their face. And if you're not gonna get that much money out of it, then you gotta find a way to deal with it. If you gotta have a friend deal with it for you, just make sure that they're bigger and they're gonna win, because that's a whole nother problem in its own. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This ran kind of long because I got off topic really easily, really quickly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Dark Shadow Guy out.